See, one thing I believe to be true, 9 times out of 10, in a lot of cases, most people, I like to preface my statements by saying that so that I'm not putting everybody in the same box, right? 9 times out of 10, most people, in a lot of cases, gonna be what they see. What I mean by that is, we in Houston have never been a part of the dick ride culture, right? On a whole lot of shit. But one thing that I'm seeing going on right now that need to change and need to stop, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just voicing my dislike and distaste with the situation, right? You see these dudes getting out of jail all over the United States, getting on TV, talking about how much dope they sold and all of that. Man, that's some stupid ass shit. I don't give a damn if you're doing it for money or whatever. If you was really a hustler and you really had some hustle about you, man, take them same principles, work ethic, energy, and all of that enthusiasm that you put into selling dope, which actually sells itself, put that into doing something right. Now that you went down the road and, the police pulled up on you, you seen them red and blue lights flashing, they put them platinum bracelets on you, took you down there, took you downtown, you went through the whole process, went to TDCJ or whatever, came back, got out of Huntsville looking like a goddamn clown, and now you want to get out here and tell these youngsters some shit. 9 times out of 10, people gonna be what they see. When you supposed to be in a position now to come out and tell people what's right and what's wrong because you know better. Not come out here bragging about how much dope you sold, how you destroyed the community. You know what I'm saying? You was a menace to society, man. You sold a hideous drug and you did ugly, inhumane things to destroy the community that you were a part of. Whether you shipped it city to city, state to state or whatever, you fucked people up, which put people back, which set people back, which put people in a bad position. Don't get out here telling people about all of that, you bragging and talking shit about all that. Man, fuck all that. That's some stupid shit. If, like they say, if you knew better, you would do better. But you still don't know no better. Because a lot of all these niggas that went to jail, got out, came out here, and you out here bragging about that. You're sowing a seed in a young, impressionable mind because somebody gonna see that and they gonna feel like that's something to aspire to. I remember having a conversation with some of my partners one day, and we was talking about what we tell our kids and what our kids know about us, and they was like, I tell my son everything. My son know everything about me, and I don't tell my son shit about me because that's my business. My son don't need to know my business. What my son need to know is that from the time that me and his mother decided that she was going to stop taking birth control, that I committed to changing my life and being a whole different person far as he was concerned. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never seen me not be at work far as being his dad was concerned. The first thing he seen in the morning, the last thing he seen at night when he went to sleep. My son don't need to know what the fuck I used to do. That's my business. Yeah, see, these niggas that going out here telling their kids everything about them, all their business, you ain't have no choice but to tell them. You had to explain why your ass wasn't there for 10 or 15 years. You ain't have no choice but to explain to them where you was and what you did. But at the same time, you might be, indirectly planting a seed in their mind, giving them something to aspire to. Because the world is the world. Once you get out here in these streets, you're going to see things and be a part of things that's going to take place. And when you come in as a parent and trying to correct those situations, what they going to say? Well, you did it, blah, blah, blah. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need to know shit about me until I see you going in the wrong direction. And then I know how to correct you and check you because it ain't nothing that you going to encounter that I don't already know about. Man, we got to stop all this here, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, these niggas getting out here that been snitches and getting on here talking about all this and that. And pointing these kids in the wrong direction. And never do I hear, nobody say in the midst of their interviews and podcasts, talk about the medicine to the situation, talking about having a solution to the situation, talking about being a part of fixing the situation and, restoring goodness in these youngsters so that they could have something to aspire to that's positive. Tell them the right thing. Tell them what you would have did if you would have had somebody, to look up to that you could respect that was telling you the right thing to do, a better thing to do, better choices to make, not to be trying to aspire to hustle and get some money to go buy some funk ass swingers and be riding around here. That shit dangerous than a motherfucker, and it ain't nowhere near. Thanks to Texas Wheel and Tire, whoever the people is that started making them damn elbows and shit. That saved a whole lot of people's lives. Now they got real squares riding around on swingers. Don't even understand that bullshit ass culture that people aspiring to. I ain't never had no swingers. I ain't never wanted no motherfucking swingers. No candy paint and all that shit with no swingers. Back in the days when I was coming up, niggas was getting killed by riding around in that bullshit. Why would you want to do that and have something that you got to be riding around packing a pistol for to be riding down the goddamn street? You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing to aspire to. You're talking about going to the penitentiary. All that old type of broken ass English. What the fuck is y'all telling y'all kids? What are you showing your children? What are you showing your grandchildren? Because I'm sure some of these same niggas that's on here with that bullshit got 4, 5, 6, 7 kids that's growing up and aspiring to the same dumbass shit. Man, we got to be working at fixing the community and breaking the cycles and breaking these chains. You know what I'm saying? And now that we getting in positions to do better, and everybody got a camera, everybody got a phone, everybody could push record and then push send. Man, when you saying something to the world, make sure you saying something that means something that could change something. Listen, man, this Sir Church, inside the business of calm management, calm is a double entendre for choices you make. As always, you rather be inside the business than on the outside looking in. I remain.